history scholars. I'm Miss Ziegler, the Time Machine teacher, and on this channel we're going to be talking about everything to get you ready for the AP World History exam. In this series, I'll be doing a document a day about World War I, and then we'll put them all together in a DBQ. So, if you're new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Let's get started looking at those documents. Document 1 about World War I. So keep in mind that your DBQ question will be analyze the causes and effects of World War I using the documents. So you need at least one cause and one effect. The third one can be up to you. It says, this is an excerpt from the Austro-Hungarian Red Book number 7. It is the ultimatum that Austria-Hungary sent to Serbia on July 23rd, 1914. What I want you to do is go ahead and pause the video, read it over, see if you can find the main idea of the document, what you would use to support your DBQ, so is this a cause or an effect, and then see if you can come up with point of view or audience or purpose. Looking at this document, it is an ultimatum. What does ultimatum mean? Well, ultimatum is important because it tells you pretty much the purpose of the document. Ultimatum means that this is something that they were asking them to do, but not really asking them. They were kind of telling them, like, you will do this, okay? So let's see what they say. The Royal Serbian government has done nothing to repress these movements. It has permitted the criminal machinations of various societies and associations directed against the monarchy, and has tolerated unrestrained language on the part of the press, the glorification of perpetrators of outrages. Perpetrators would be like people that are going up against the Austrian-Hungary Empire, and the participation of officers and functionaries in subversive agitation. Subversive agitation would be like spies or things that were trying to undermine the Austrian-Hungary Empire. Royal government see themselves compelled to demand from the Royal Serbian government a formal assurance that they condemn this dangerous propaganda against the monarchy. So they're basically saying, you need to condemn this, all of these things right here. All of these things, condemn all of those. To accept the collaboration of Serbia, of representatives of the Austria-Hungary government for the suppression of the subversive movement. So not only do they need to condemn it, but they also need to help suppress it. They also need to get rid of it. And they need to collaborate with the Austrian-Hungary government to do this. So, would this be a cause of the war or an effect? What do you guys think? Yes, you're right. Cause. Okay, this is in 1914. So World War I starts July 28th, 1914. This is July 23rd. Okay, so it can't be an effect. It has to be a cause. That's how you know that. Not to mention, we know that later Serbia and Austria-Hungary are going to go to war, right? That's what starts World War I. And so this definitely has to be a cause because it's before all that happens. So just in case you didn't know the date, you could kind of reason that out with, well, if it were after World War I, if it's an effect, they're not going to want to continue to collaborate with the Serbian government. So this would definitely be a cause. And what is the cause? Well, the main cause is all of these things are happening. So you could talk about criminal actions. You could talk about unrestrained language in the press, glorification of the perpetrators or the criminals, and subversive actions. So all of these bad things are happening, and it's putting stress between the two governments. Now, what about point of view? Could you do a point of view on this? Absolutely. So the point of view is from Austria-Hungary, right? And they are not happy with what's going on. So their point of view is that they believe that all the things that Serbia is allowing to happen is wrong, and they want it to stop. Why do they believe this? Because all these things that are going on are negatively impacting them. They're negatively impacting the Austria-Hungary government. So if this is Serbia, Serbia is probably not going to think that this is bad, right? Like they don't agree with Austria-Hungary. So they're coming from a different point of view. Austria-Hungary's point of view, they're willing to use this strong language because they're so against Serbia allowing this from their people. So that would be point of view. You could also do audience. The audience is obviously Serbia. All right, and why does that matter to the document? Well, it matters to the document because Austria-Hungary is giving them an ultimatum. They're speaking very strongly about this, and you know that if Serbia doesn't do this, Austria-Hungary is definitely going to be upset. Purpose, you could also do purpose, and you could say that the purpose is to get the Serbian government to take action, and once again, they're using very strong language. They're using an ultimatum against this. Now, if you did point of view, purpose, or audience, you wouldn't want to double dip and say strong language for all three of those things. That wouldn't get you the point. So make sure if you're going to use that you only use it for one of the three. So whichever one you think is easiest to write for this, I would probably do audience, just because it's very clear that Serbia is the audience and that Austria-Hungary is using very strong language to get them to accept this ultimatum or this deal in order to get their support. That's document number 1. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out document 2 to get ready for the DBQ analysis at the end of the week.